welcome to another tutorial. I'm Josh, and today we're going to be quickly looking at how to sharpen your image. Now, a few quick pointers when sharpening. If setting your image up for CFL Print Studio, which I hope that you are, the first thing you need to double check is that your image is in fact set up at the correct size requirement. So I'm just going to go up to Image, Image Size, and I'm going to set up my size as if I'm printing a 20-inch print. So I'm going to prepare it so that we've got a little bit of room for borders as well. So I'm going to make my image 19 inches. Now I'm making sure that I've got constrained proportions on, scale and resample. And I'm going to change the resolution to 200 in order to meet the requirements for CFL. Just changing it to 200. Now because we're going, you can see up here, it was 31.3 meg, but now we want it's going to be 20.7. I'm just going to change it to bicubic sharper, best for reduction. I love that it says what it's good for. In the older versions it never used to say that and it was all guesswork, but now CS4 has taken the guesswork out of it for you. So I am all happy with my settings. I'm going to OK them, and now I'm going to sharpen my image. So the first thing that I've encountered in my years of doing Photoshop is that when we have weird percentages such as this, 23.9, and not whole percentages if I command or control if you're on a PC plus, zoom into 25, when it's on a obscure one, even if I go one more to 33.3, we get funny results and we're not in fact seeing our image as it ought to be seen. For some reason when we see the sharpening it's not accurate. So I've found that in my time I'm going to, how about I just hit, there we go. I'm going to zoom to 50%. The reason I zoom to 50%, again I'm just going to hit the little green arrow just to fill out that screen, is because 50%, if I have a look at an inch here, you won't probably be seeing it the same as me because it's a little bit smaller, but on your working file you should see that an inch on screen is about an inch in reality, so it's pretty close to being 1-to-1 ratio. So holding down spacebar, it brings up the little hand. I can move my image around just to have a look. Okay, now we're going to be looking at Smart Sharpen. So if I go to Filter, down to Sharpen, we're going to go Smart Sharpen. Okay, it brings up a little window for us with all our controls. Now I've found over my years that again, a great place to start is radius 1.1. Everyone at the lab does it, and everyone that I seem to speak to and give hints as to how to sharpen their image has found that 1.1 is a great place to start. As your image gets a little bit smaller, perhaps you might want to reduce it down. But generally it's a great place to start is radius 1.1. And then we're just keeping it on basic mode, and I'm going to change the amount. And the secret or the trick to great sharpening is to in fact slightly over sharpen it. So I'm looking for on screen what looks slightly too sharp. And if I preview on and off, I'm having a look at sharpening, and on this image probably somewhere close to 200. It's quite satisfactory. Once I'm happy with it, I hit OK, and now my image is sharpened, ready for printing, and I would save out a file. In fact, let's do that. I'm just going to go Command 0, and I'm going to add some borders to my image so that it's all ready to go. So if I go to Image, Canvas Size, you can see what our size is. The width is 19 and the height 9.5. Remembering that in an earlier tutorial we set this up as 2-to-1. So I'm going to add borders for CFL. So make it 20 because I would like to print on a 20x10. Now I probably should have done this at 9 inches just to allow it, but it doesn't matter. I'm probably using this only for a portfolio print. So I'll make it 10. 20x10, and I should have double checked, it's already on black. Great. You can change the color in that step. I'm just going to go back and we'll have a look. The shortcut is Command Option C, and we could have changed the color here to white or anything. You could have even added a color if you'd like, but I'll just, black's fine. There we go, guys, all ready for printing. So you can save that out, Command Shift S, and we can call it print file or flex or whatever you want. I wouldn't name it the same thing as your previous one. But once you're done, you can save it, and there you go. That's one method of sharpening. Let's have a quick look. I'll get rid of that. Let's have a quick look at another example of sharpening. When you perhaps have an image like this one, where it's clouds, and if you're to use sharpening on that, you'd probably, let's have a quick look. Smart sharpen. This image is a lot smaller, so it's going to be hard to see. I'm going to go to 100%. But if I start to sharpen this, I mean, it more than anything, I'm not sure that you can see it, but it brings out a lot of the JPEG artifacting, and it's really not that nice. So let's have a look at another method of sharpening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate my layer by grabbing it, clicking on it, and dragging it down to the icon beside the bin, and making sure our background copy is selected. I'm going to go to Filter, all the way down to the bottom to Other, and High Pass. Now this is called High Pass Sharpening. Okay, so bringing it up, now you can see I'm going to Command 0 to make, well, might just cancel this. Command 0, it's not entirely important. Sorry. Okay, High Pass. Okay, I just want to have a look at what's happening to my entire image, which you could have done without having to quit out of High Pass, I've just seen. Anyway, we all make mistakes. Let's have a look. So if I bring the radius right up, you can see that it starts to show a lot more of the image through, but we really only want, in this example of trying to find the detail, we only want the edges to start to come through. So 4.5 is a great place for us to start. So we're going to OK that. Now we have to change the blending mode, which can be found up in the layers where it says normal. We can change our blending mode. And I'm going to start with overlay. And if I click that off and on, you can see now that it brings some great edge definition without bringing up a lot of that JPEG artifacting. Or if you wanted a slightly more subtle way of sharpening, you can use soft light as well, and it slightly takes the edge off, but still brings some great edge definition to your image. So there's two different ways that you can sharpen your image. I hope this has helped. Before I sent this to print, I would quite probably go across and flatten my image like so, and there we go. You can save that out, and that's a different method of sharpening for you. Hope this has helped. And please stick around for some more tutorials. We'll see you soon. Bye.